All right, what's today's date? All right, this lovely piece of equipment here that I have behind me is a direct reflection of what we're going to be talking about today. So if you notice, we have low profile tires on here for easier access. We have a angled for lower operation and higher operation step stool on the back of this bumper. We also have an easier access pipe rack that we can now reach without having to get on it. We also have fifth access doors that kind of defy gravity, right? And this is not necessarily how this model ships off the lot. This is how we made it. Certain individuals were doing things they shouldn't be doing, AI not paying attention, or IE, excuse me, and caused this to get wrecked. So this is exactly what we're going to be talking about today, is paying attention while driving, and driver safety and things like that. On a serious nature, we have a dude that just ran into the back of a parked fifth wheel, like a gooseneck on the highway, and it was parked. He was doing like 50, and really, I think he's still in the hospital. Destroyed everything. So not only does it come with the financial burden of what I'll talk about today, and the repercussions of you guys continuing to get in accidents, which I'll talk about today, but it also comes with serious, you can get hurt, right? So a few breakdown things. One, you have a screen in your van? You have a screen in your van? Okay. So they're going to be making sure that we have hands-free operation. You obviously had headphones in. I'm sure you have headphones. Don't be texting while I'm driving. I get a lot of alerts on you texting while driving, so stop doing that because they're going to start really cracking down. And it's going to be like anything else here. We're going to tell you, you guys aren't going to listen, and then we're going to make you by doing fun, creative things, which let's just skip that whole step this time. But if not, then we'll APP it, I'm sure. The work phones need to be in some mounted position. We're gonna all, as managers, get together and get like probably a stand. I think the best stand, because they want to see that the work phone is like not in your hand, and I think that's more like insurance purposes to like verify that like if something happens, like it was here when it happened. So we'll probably go get one of those like cup holder stands, kind of like I have in my truck, but actually mounted in the right spot. And that way you can still line of sight it, but you're not having to touch it and play with it, and then you can just respond through the S word. But I don't want to say that because she'll kick off my camera. But that works very well. So now, when you guys ride with me and I'm driving, you can tell like I got PDFs I got to look at all that. You guys really don't. The only time that you get a PDF that you have to look at is like, this is approved. You need to order parts, and then you literally can just say, hey, I'm driving. I'll get back with you when I get stopped. My ETA is this, and then you can look at it and say yes or no. And normally, you guys know that I'll look, if I see it first, I'm pretty good at like kind of facilitating a lot of those questions for you guys, and I'll just say yes, no, whatever it is. So if I see it, I'll do it. You ain't gotta have to worry about it. If they're asking questions or whatever, you literally just listen to it, respond, and if it's something that you need to really address, you can pull over at the gas station and address it, or you can just say, hey, when I get stopped in X amount of time, I'll do it. And once again, if I see it and I can answer it, I'll facilitate it because I get it, right? So don't be on your phone while driving, all that other stuff. Not to mention, if you're in, I don't know how serious Florida is, but I know Georgia's hands-free state. You'll get tickets, and so many tickets they'll suspend your license. You don't have a license here, you don't have a job. So I mean that's not a secret. Um, the reason why this is important is we don't want you guys to get hurt or you to hurt anyone else. That's first and foremost. That's from the company and that's from me. That's just a reality. Two, this sucks, dude. Like this is a whole van that we could put on the road. Now 100% it's totaled. Like there's nothing we can do with it. I just got to scrap it. There's no coming back from this. Three, the financial burden on you to pay that back where you could have spent money other places is now passed over to you. You guys both have been here, so you know what that entails. You were here yesterday, but I will tell you, this is how this works. If you were in an at-fault accident where you are at fault, you will have to pay back everything included with that. So to those people, to your car, whatever repair that has to happen, if it's totaled, then when you basically get a new van to replace it, you will pay that down. The reason that is I'm going to give you a very, very easy witticism on this, right? If I borrow your lawnmower and I wreck it, I guarantee you're going to take me to Lowe's that day to get a new lawnmower, right? Destroy it or anything, right? Because that's the right thing to do. So you guys start here. All you guys started here with that experience. We gave you a full van, tools, training, multiple master plumbers, phone, the keys to the kingdom within about 4 months, right? there is some payback on that. All that's not free. That's a fiscal dollar amount that we have to pay for. So the way it works is that basically, if you are in that program, you would get your base pay, which would be the 1,000. I think they right cap it off at like the 1,000 for your base pay. Yours is 12. So in anything over that goes towards your accident. Okay. So you in most cases retain your job. That is always up for review. So I'm not going to stand on its guarantee you'll keep your job, but most cases keep your job unless you were just like drunk or high. Then that's immediate out, and then lawyers and all that fun stuff, and probably jail time. So you know what I mean. And then, you know, at that point, you will retain your job, and then you will pay it back through time. The best thing to do is really hustle, try to work extra days, get that off you, and that way you can get back to real commission. So there is a leniency there. With that being said, though, a few things can happen. One, we're getting to the point now, we're kind of already been at this point where the insurance company um, is not really wanting to cover us because of all these I mean, last week we had 3 that happened, right? So if you continue to have accidents on a policy, let's say that we pay $1 million a year for this policy, and they're paying out more than $1 million a year, and they're not making money, that's a bad investment for them. They will opt to say, no, we're good, right? So that means we have to go somewhere else with a higher policy, or a situation that the the insurance company, no one wants to cover us. Our next move is to take about $3 million of our own capital, real cold hard cash, and throw it in an account and basically start our own insurance company to cover us to drive. Or we fire everyone, close up shop, and it's been a good run. I mean, there's very limited options that we can do. So that's why it's very serious. I mean, other than the financial burden and all that other stuff, the pain and injury and suffering and possible loss of life or whatever, you know, if all that's good and it's not a big deal, the reality is we might not have a company if we keep going the way we're going. Or we might have to throw a lot in it, which means that maybe we have to make you guys a 1099. Just a lot of bad stuff happens from if we don't have insurance, because all we do is travel. We make no money here. It's all out on the road. So that we have to be very careful of that. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay. So if you're having an issue with your screen, you need to let me know. We will figure out the hands-free thing. We will get it to you guys. You need to use it. If you then keep hopping that you're doing it, then you'll probably have something fun where, you know, your work phone has to be mounted, your personal phone has to be in a lock case before you can take off. Once again, we will escalate to make you do it. Just stop doing it, because it's going to become a real problem. Any other questions? No? Okay.